On behalf of elders past and present and the local Aboriginal community, I'd like to welcome you to the traditional grounds of the Anowin people.
When you come to places like this, you leave them the way you find them. You don't touch anything, you don't destroy anything, and it's there for everyone.
So we're surrounded by beautiful nature places and gorges and waterfalls and stuff. There's so many beautiful spots. We've got the Fossicking area as well, and I go down there with my family. It's just somehow become this beautiful hub, it's at the centre of all of these fantastic places.
We're so incredibly fortunate to have the topography we've got here. The granite country is truly spectacular, and we're really blessed to have the beautiful rock art out at Mount Yarrawik, right here in the Uralla Shire.
Yeah, in Aboriginal language, Uralla was a trading and meeting place for the surrounding groups that dwelt in the country many years ago.
There's something in that being able to see to infinity, be able to see to the very horizon, and I think is good for the soul.
And so you were on top of the tablelands. The trees fell away and there was more open country, and you felt on top of the world. And I used to come up the Moombies and come out of the trees and get this wonderful feeling of being at home.
A lot of people say to me these days, that are in caravans, they don't go to the big centres anymore, they stop in the small places. We are unique that we are still a main strip, and small, where people can pull up and go for a walk up the main street and have a look in the shops. And that's the beauty of it, I think.
One thing I love about Uralla is the wonderful welcome you get anywhere you go, whether it's a pub or a cafe or one of the cute little shops we have on the main street. And the quirky little galleries and museums and village shops you'll find out at places like Invergowrie, Kentucky and Bundarra.
There's a charm and a character in this town that you don't find in many towns. One is that the town is on the highway, it's always going to be on the highway. And the highway, I don't think, detracts from Uralla, it gives it a buzz. And as people pass through, the charm of Uralla is going to hook some of them.
I've been here at the stall this morning. I think I've probably had at least 4 people say to me, "Gosh, we just love your town. It's just so lovely and bright, and people are welcoming."
The shopkeepers are jumping out of their skin. They're not in the morning. They're out sweeping the street and all this sort of stuff. It's got so much positivity.
You're not dealing with people who are all like-minded. And so there's a great juxtaposition of ideas and characters, and that's what makes the place what it is. There's an energy here.
I mean, it's a small town, and so it's just really nice that alternative kind of lifestyles are so readily available. I mean, we've got cafes with vegan options, vegetarian options, and there's also fantastic takeouts down the road. And we've also got, I work at the brewery as well, and they've got craft beer as well as just some great, kind of hearty pubs and stuff like that.
Shops like Melrose and Little Birdie and cafes like Alternate Route and the Top Pub and Michael's, these are quite stylish businesses.
And that's something that's really beautiful and important about Uralla. It's the community spirit that we have here.
We found family that we didn't know about. We've found friends that we could never have dreamt of, and it's just been a wonderful time. And we found a community that we would never have dreamt of. Uralla really encapsulates everything that I thought I would want in a community.
That character of being able to go down the street, meet people that you know and people that you don't know.
So what I love about the Uralla community is that they're incredibly supportive of new ideas and initiatives that come from the community.
You know, we've had people in town that have started quite, amazing little enterprises. A Little Birdie, for example, it was just an old hangar in the street, and now it's a fabulous resource for the town. People can share their wares there, the artists, whatever, and suddenly this hangar is vibrant and dynamic.
Little Birdie was a small business. We started really small with my little shop at the front, and we added a few community members selling their wares in the front, and we noticed there was a huge need for more people to be involved in our business, so we built a few more walls and put more people in more spaces, and now we look after 32 local people selling their wares.
We started running Seasons of New England here in Uralla because we wanted to bring together a showcase of the New England region in a beautiful country setting that was really reflective of the New England. And Uralla has been the most wonderful, welcoming community to do that in. It's a town full of beautiful heritage buildings. As a community, there's an amazing support for lots of creative talents, and we have a strong farming community. So a lot of the producers come from those farms right across the New England, and Uralla really gets that. It's a community that really understands what being a creative person in a regional space is all about.
The Dangars Lagoon and the Racecourse Lagoon, when it has water, have large numbers of wildfowl, birds of prey, often more rare wildfowl. For instance, magpie geese were here last year, black swans, things that any visitor can see and photograph, and there's actually a hide out there that you can stand in and see birds up close.
I think I made up Potter number 8 when I moved here in, when was it, 84. A community of artists, craftsmen, academics and country folk.
The reason I love Uralla is just that it's so friendly, it's generous, it's community minded, and everybody helps one another.
Well, I was born here, and I don't think I've ever been anywhere else I want to be. I've always wanted to be here.